Valens Research, Uniform Financial Analytics.
NCR, right, is for those of you who don't know, formerly National Cash Register. They make point of sales transaction, right, the things that you use basically to pay for stuff at a store and everything else, and now they make analytics on top of that, etc. But you look at this business, and right, one of the things that jumps out to you about it that's really important is this is a company that really you would misunderstand how much this company had been reinvesting in itself if you were looking at it from 2017 to 2019. If you look at that period on an as reported basis, you would think this company was a zero growth company that just had a surge of growth in 2019 and then shrunk in 2020. What we see when we look at it using uniform accounting is this company actually grew basically 10%, you call it 7 to 10% a year, every year from 2017 to 2019. Why? Because they've been reinvesting in their business actively to position themselves in for this digital age and for everything that's happening in terms of card payment and cashless transactions and everything else. They've been actually smartly investing in themselves, not just basically sitting there on their old business and hoping everything worked out. Now, of course, 2020, the company did shrink. Most companies did. But the reality is this is a company that's been reinvesting in itself. And that's important because then when we look at this and we see, well, if it was a 3% return on assets business, we'd say, well, yeah, of course, it's basically just hoping that things don't go away. But when we realize, no, they've been reinvesting and they've been successful in their reinvestment as they've been reinvesting, 7 to 10% a year the last couple of years, return on assets is 16%, which is pretty healthy, right? And so we're seeing is a company that doesn't have declining returns and isn't investing in itself. We're seeing a company that has healthy returns and is compounding those returns by reinvesting. Again, we are changing the conversation and how we look at this business if we look at the real true blue uniform accounting data in a way that we would totally miss if we were looking at as reported data. You would have wrong conclusions about this company using as reported metrics and make wrong investment decisions because of it.
Valens Research, the world's leading source for uniform financial analytics.